Self-care is not selfish. Let that sink in. We have been conditioned to think that putting ourselves first is a no-no. You can't say no. You have to be the strong one. You have to be the person that is there for everybody else. You have to have your families, your children, your spouses, your boss, your employees, your friends, your colleagues. You got to have everybody's back. But where did that come from? Way back when, right? So, through my journey and through my work, on my inner self, I have realized that self-care is essential and self-care is required. And I'm not talking self-care is getting my nails done or, getting my lashes done or getting a facial or a massage or anything like that. Those are enhancements. That's maintenance. Self-care is putting yourself first, meaning you saying no when you don't want to do something. If it's not in your plans, if it's not on your calendar, if it's something that you don't feel in your spirit that you want to do, be okay with saying no. Self-care is setting boundaries, boundaries with family, boundaries with friends, boundaries with colleagues, making sure that your peace is first and foremost. Self-care is regulating your nervous system. Self-care is getting rest when you need rest, meaning, oh, I'm not going to sleep because I'm tired, or I'm not going to go to sleep because, it's 10, 11 o'clock at night. It's, my body is feeling stressed or my body is feeling overwhelmed right now. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go sit outside and look at the sky. I'm going to sit outside and enjoy the sun and the water, things like that I like to do that really, really like gets my system going. Self-care is putting yourself first. Self-care is making sure that you are the most important person in your life. Because guess what? You can't pour from an empty cup. We hear that all the time, right? So if you're depleted, and remember, if you're supposed to be the strong one and you're the one that's holding up the family and the friends, and if you're depleted, how can you even be of service? And how can you do or help with any of those type of things? What do they say when you're on an airplane? They say, secure your mask first, right? And then they say, help everybody else. It is the same thing in your world. It's the same thing in your life and your livelihood. You have to secure your mask first. You have to put yourself first. You have to do the things that make sure that you can maintain your livelihood and maintain your peace and your life first. Because you're not going to be any good for anybody else if you don't. And that's something that's really, it's hard for people to understand because we're always taught to put everybody else first. And we're always taught to, don't think about yourself, type of thing. But does that really make sense? At the end of the day, I think that's like the most stupidest thing in the whole entire world. And yes, I said stupidest, so I made up a word. Because it's like, how can I be a better person? How can I contribute to the world? How can I do anything that's going to make life more enjoyable or even make the world more enjoyable or peaceful if I'm not putting myself first? If I'm not working on my own health? If I'm not working on my own mental, emotional, spiritual being, if I'm not doing the inner work to make sure that I'm not overwhelmed and I'm not continuously stressed, and if I am overwhelmed and if I am stressed, when you put yourself first, you know and you recognize that, And then you're able to learn the tools and the techniques to regulate your nervous system so that now you know how to come out of that overwhelm. You come out of that stress. You come out of that feeling that you have where you're depleted and you're not feeling 100% yourself. You have to put yourself first. And if you don't get anything else out of this video, at least I want those words to always go through your head, because the smallest thing that you decide to do for yourself will make a huge impact on how you feel and how you operate in the world, how your body feels, and how you're able just to maintain your own existence. And then how you're able to have that overflow and abundance in your body and your space and everything, then that you can pour into other people. Because if you don't have that within yourself, you can't give it or you can't pour into anybody else. So, put yourself first, ladies. All right. If any of this has resonated with you, or if you think this video would be something that even a friend or a family member or a colleague or somebody else would enjoy, please share, please subscribe, please like and follow. And you know what? I would love for you to comment down in the comments and tell me how you put yourself first. What type of self-care are you doing for yourself on a daily basis or on a weekly basis? Because at the end of the day, you guys, this doesn't have to be, we're not talking about major, shifts or things, that you have to do. This could be a 10-minute a day, a 5-minute a day, or this could just say, I'm going to have boundaries, and that's going to put yourself first. So like, share, comment, subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Mel Charisse, and remember, if you change your lifestyle, you will change your life. Until next time.